Good morning, people, and this is the news. I'm Ren.
And I'm Elsie, and welcome to B Block Broadcasting.
Today we'll be talking about international problems and the lessons that they teach us.
To start us off, we travel to the Caribbean. A persisting problem in Trinidad and Tobago is young people finding media from ISIS and eventually deciding to risk their lives for them by going off to Syria or planning terrorist attacks in their name. With few opportunities because of dropping oil prices, people who come from the smaller parts of society, the areas failing to keep up with the profit for oil going down, go off to Syria. A man by the name of Umar Abdullah used to want to encourage people to fight for Syria and thought people must attack the government and the US. He said, "At one point in time, I was a strong believer in that, and I still believe it to some extent, but to do something like that would put the Muslim community in harm's way. We would not be able to stand the fallout of that type of action." The ever-growing stream of people dying for the group in Syria is worrying both Trinidad and Tobago and the US. Americans are scared that ISIS people will make a short trip to their country and may cause trouble for them. Laws being created state that anyone going to Syria is assumed to be a terrorist and will be charged as such. This is causing some people to be angry because of the Muslims of Trinidad and Tobago who are not terrorists will not be able to go there. However, it is not illegal to join the terrorist groups, with contrasts with laws in different countries. Despite all of the problems, it is important to note that not all Muslims are terrorists, and ISIS makes a small portion. So think about what you're saying and try not to offend anyone by saying they all are if you want to help this issue.
Our next issue is also not about generalizing people and accepting everyone. The shooting in Orlando, Florida was tragic and heartbreaking. The U.S. Embassy decided to honor those fallen at the gay nightclub by flying the rainbow pride flag around the world. However, the flag flown in Kingston, Jamaica created an explosion of conflicting opinions. Jamaica is often assumed to be strongly against homosexuals, which pitted one group against another in their opinions of the flag being flown. When the U.S. Embassy raised the flag in Kingston, the Jamaican Attorney General, Mallahu Forte, in a tweet later deleted, said she strongly condemns Orlando nightclub shooting, but find it disrespectful of Jamaica's laws to have the rainbow flag flown here. My personal view. Jamaica's laws are against gays having sex, not being gay. The U.S. Embassy immediately responded to this by saying, "We're listening. Explain the legal reasoning. It was an attack of terror and hate, targeting the LGBT community." Forte's comments were met with backlash all over the internet, accusing her of bigotry. She was backed by two Christian groups in Jamaica, the Lawyers Christian Fellowship and the Coalition for a Healthy Society, which were against the shooting but said the raising of the pride flag was provocative and sensitive in supporting a gay agenda, according to world issues and context. However, Prime Minister Andrew Holness sent out a message to the U.S. saying the bullet of terrorism does not discriminate, and everyone is grieving the 49 lives lost. He says that he, along with the country, understands the effect of the shooting. It is important to understand that not all of Jamaica is against homosexuals, and not to assume everyone is against homosexuality and the people that have revealed that as their identity.
No matter how far we look in the world, it is important to understand each other and treat each other as equals.
Thank you for listening. I'm Ren.
I'm Elsie, and this has been B Block Broadcasting.